one of the things I'm thinking of here is being from Atlanta or growing up in Atlanta. Like someone in Chicago might have an idea as to who they think you are or what your music is going to be. Oh, some guy from Atlanta. I kind of expect this. Like
Mm.
another guy like Migos, maybe. Has that been more of like a struggle in a way where because you're not doing like the typical sound that someone might say the Atlanta sound, has that been a roadblock for you, or is that actually making like the you being different, has that been a big pro?
It's a pro and a con. The pro would be that I get to stay myself, and in a way, I started to not just make one sound now. Like I could, like some people might label me as a R&B artist, and put me in that category. Some people might just call me a regular rapper. You know what I mean? But I know I have things in my vault right now that when it comes time and it gets there, that I will be placed outside the box, inside the box, and around the box. Figuring out what I had to figure out for myself and stop anything that's not for me, and stop trying to, I guess, beg for the attention from
Mm.
people that really wouldn't even understand it in the first place, and get the natural attention from the people who just really would definitely understand it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Uh,
Because it's different strokes for different folks. So.
and when you have more of like a unique style, or it's different when you're coming from an area that it's almost like if you're like, oh yeah, I'm from the West Coast and I'm a rapper, people automatically kind of think that you're going to sound like Dr. Dre and Snoop
YG,
Dogg, kind of. Yeah,
right?
right. Like why they kind of have an idea. Oh, you must rap on beats like this. You probably sound like the Game, maybe, because in their head they're like,
Right.
oh, I my understanding of West Coast rap is this, and I
Mm-hmm.
think there's a bit of a learning curve because like in my head, when I hear Atlanta, the first thing I think of is like Outkast, Ludacris, now like Two Chains, Rick Ross,
Right.
and I think that can help some people. Oh, I'm an Atlanta artist. Some people,
Mm-hmm.
like a casual listener, might be like, oh, okay, you're. I think I know what to expect. Let me check it out. But if it's different, I feel like that can either be a big pro or oh, this is not what I expected,
You did right.
and and that can take away from how they perceive it, but not to mean maybe the third time they hear the song when they know, oh, I see what this guy is doing. That's when they kind of start to dive in a little bit more, when
Yep.
they can lose what their expectation was and they can appreciate the song and you for who you
Right.
are. Depending on the handful of Drake songs you grab on any given day, you might say he's a hip hop artist, you might say he's an R&B artist, you might say he's a pop artist. You can kind of do whatever you want and just do
Mm-hmm.
you, and like let
Mm-hmm.
people categorize you how they want, because you can
Right.
all day, if you said I'm an R&B artist, period, other people are still
Mm-hmm.
gonna be like, this is a hip hop song.
Right.
So like, screw them.
Definitely.
Let them categorize it however they want, and you can kind of just keep doing what you do. I think a lot of
Yeah.
musicians get caught in the cycle of, well, I think people want this sound, so I'm going to make this and try to. But
Mm-hmm.
by the time it's like done, they're already moved on to the next sound, and they're chasing all the time. And I think
Right.
if you can
Sure.
just continue to do your thing and let people categorize you how they choose, you'll be in a much better situation.